Yeah, good afternoon. So we're about 1,000 miles in and a month in on the Explorer Intercept or the the Police Special Service Interceptor Utility 2015 model. And I have to tell you, this thing has really it filled a spot for a utility vehicle that I never thought I needed or had. Because I don't know if you recall, I was going to actually get a minivan. And I like the Chrysler minivans because, well, they're practical and they're comfortable and they're cheap. This thing is remarkable, but we have to preface it with, okay, this is a special service vehicle, which means it has like a civilian style console. It has a different climate control and radio interface. There's never been a box in it. There's never been a cage. There was a discrete radio and what do they call them? The silhouette style, the eyebrow lights and stuff. But that's it. And this thing never did shift duty. It's always been basically a day worker vehicle, meaning investigations, police chain of command, admin, and so forth. And so this thing has led a very good life. And it's lived it undercover for the most part because the paint and the interior is in excellent shape. So that's this. But if you go to, say, a decommissioned active duty utility that is in full livery and has a cage and has the the console and the bars and everything else, you're probably going to get a car in a lot worse shape because this thing's not hurt. As I said, it has 3,200 and change overall hours and about 858 engine hours at 103,000 miles. And it was very clear because the seat's not torn. And speaking of which, I will tell you, Ford really struck a home run because the seats are so comfortable. Now, granted, as I say, again, an officer in full kit wasn't using this vehicle. But it's unfortunate, I guess, that regular old civilians can't just buy these things new because, man, what a great car. And because it has the safety features on it that the regular Explorer doesn't have, and because this particular unit does have some armor, I was shocked when I looked at the insurance quote for it is cheaper than the old F-150, which is as cheap as you can get. And I'm like, you know what? Right on. But it has the back doors swing open wide, and I've already got a setup for my diagnostic kit, my tool kit, and there's a place for Penny in the back. She has lots of room for her bed, and so she's able to travel in comfort. The performance is excellent. I've always liked the 3.7 liter in either the transverse applications like this or the pickup truck. It's a sewing machine, smooth and quiet engine, but in the Interceptor configuration, this thing will get up and move, and I like it. And it's all-wheel drive. There's very little in the margin because it's a black former police car, but everything screams high utility. So I pulled the first PM on it. It was due, and super easy. It's your standard, later model Ford spin-on oil filter. There's no surprises. When I got up under it, the transfer case, transaxle, everything's bone dry. And I'm like, yep. So if you can manage to get one of these units, this is my opinion, I would avoid the EcoBoost unit. This is just for cost of maintenance. And just remember that the EcoBoost units, because they're very quick and they're very powerful, the officers tend to utilize that that flexibility whether they need it or not. Whereas the 3.7, while a very fast and torquey engine, doesn't have much more than that to destroy itself and the rest of the powertrain like I see in the EcoBoost units. So yeah, if you can find a special service model that has the civilian style center console, it's never had a full kit done. Maybe a box in the back, but this thing basically was, a chief, a deputy chief, investigator, vehicle, and that's it. So I am extremely pleased with the selling price. The fact that, it had new tires, even though thing is they have flat spots and they're not going away, which is unfortunate, but it's not enough for me to trash the tires. New brakes, and it's just not hurt. Things just not hurt. So that's about it. And I'm not going to do it, but it's basically replaced the pickup there. And that's a 306 5-speed, one owner, Eddie Bauer, 1995 F-150. And I'm like, maybe I should let go of the truck. And then, of course, sensibilities step back in and go, you would never replace that all original, beautiful California, no rust, no crashes, or even the original windshield. You'd never replace it, especially for what I paid for it. So we're going to hang on to it. I'll just have to find a new mission for it. All right, getting chilly, and it's getting chillier now here in Sedona. Have a great weekend and a great new year. Bye.